I still remember the sound of my heels against the marble floor, each click slicing through the soft music and chatter that filled the restaurant. My sister's baby shower was a spectacle. Chandeliers dripping in gold light, champagne towers, silk dresses that whispered money. Every table was perfectly arranged, every seat taken, except one, mine. When I asked about it, my sister didn't even look up from her glass. "Why don't you try that dirty pub across the street?" she said, smirking. My mother added, "It suits you perfectly." Everyone laughed. I smiled too, just a small, polite smile. The kind I learned to wear when people mistake cruelty for humor. "I'll do that," I said softly before walking out. But when they saw me cross the street to that pub, when they saw who stood up to greet me, their laughter died mid-breath. Their faces turned pale, and for the first time in years, I felt balanced. It hadn't always been like this. My sister Leela was the family jewel, the one with the perfect curls, the perfect husband, the perfect life. I was the afterthought, the quieter one, the one who never quite fit in. When Dad died, it was me who handled the estate, the paperwork, the bills. Leela handled the tears, the public version of grief. Mom always said Leela had the charm and I had the brains. But in our house, charm won every time. So, when I found out she was pregnant, I was genuinely happy for her. Or maybe I wanted to be, until I learned who the father really was. You see, Leela's husband, Eric, wasn't her husband when he first entered my life. He was mine. We'd been together for 3 years, planned a wedding, shared a life, until he vanished 1 week before our engagement party. No call, no note, nothing. Just silence. 3 months later, I saw his smiling face in a photo next to Leela. Caption, "New Beginnings." Mom's comment under the post said it all. "So proud of my beautiful daughter." They didn't even hide it. I didn't break down. I didn't scream. I made tea, sat in silence, and began to think. Revenge isn't rage. It's math. Every action a calculation. Every emotion a resource. So I planned slowly, patiently. I learned that Eric had started a consultancy firm in my father's name. No less the same name I had legal rights over, though they conveniently forgot that detail. Leela and Eric ran it together, funneling money from family connections. My mother handled their PR, selling the illusion of a power couple. Cute. I started visiting that dirty pub across the street months before that day. It wasn't dirty. It was quiet, filled with men and women who didn't need to prove anything. That's where I met Owen, a financial auditor. Discreet, efficient, the kind of man who could make numbers bleed truth. Together, we went through their firm's accounts line by line, fake invoices, ghost clients, double charges, all hidden beneath Leela's signature. Eric's digital trail was cleaner, but not clean enough. I didn't need to destroy them. I just needed to open the door and let them walk through it themselves. A month before the baby shower, I sent an anonymous tip to the investors, then another to the tax office, then a final one to the press. And then I waited. The baby shower invite came days later, probably out of guilt or optics. Either way, I accepted. When I arrived, I wasn't surprised to find no seat for me. That was the point. They wanted me to feel small again, invisible. But invisibility has its advantages. When I stepped into the pub across the street, Owen was already there, laptop open, the article loaded on screen. Headline, "Scandal Rocks Promising Family Firm. Fraud Investigation Underway." Within minutes, phones buzzed across the restaurant. My sister's smile froze. Eric went pale. My mother's fork clattered against her plate. From my window seat, I watched them unravel. Eric grabbed his phone, scrolled, stood up. Leela followed, confusion giving way to fear. And Mom, dear Mom, looked across the street straight at me, her expression priceless. I raised my glass to them just once, a toast to justice, to silence, to the empty seat that started it all. By evening, Their company's accounts were frozen. By morning, the media had swarmed their doorstep. By night, Eric was gone again, this time leaving her behind. "And Mom," she called, leaving 5 voicemails, each one softer than the last. I didn't respond. They thought they could humiliate me, push me out of the picture. But I was never out of the picture. I was behind the camera, framing every shot. Now, when people talk about my sister, they don't mention her curls or charm. They whisper about the scandal, the fall, the betrayal. And as for me, I still go to that pub, sit at the same window seat, order the same drink. Sometimes new customers look at me, the woman sitting alone across from the fancy restaurant, and wonder why I'm smiling. If only they knew. The pub never suited me perfectly.